Every 100 steps, you make $1.
Hello. Hello, everyone. It's your man, Darren M. Palmer. I'm back again. Back again. I just want to share with you all for the Market Leader Live today. I told you every weekday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, your man, Darren M. Palmer, will be here to serve the people because that's what we do during this time. Plus, it's the era of COVID-19. So it's not like that you had a lot of places you had to go to today. So it's might well spend it with me. So with that being said, let's talk about start with what you got. Start with what you got. Not using the right English or whatnot, but I just wanted to share with you, to share what you got. Start with what you got is a key component for anybody who's looking at taking themselves to the next level. I see so many people who are, as we say in Texas, they're fixing to, or I'm fin to, and they're going to do so much of this stuff that they're going to do, but they don't ever actually move around and do anything. So you have to move forward with whatever you have. Shout out to Daniel Gomez. What's going on, my brother? Boom! That's my brother right there, Daniel Gomez. And I just want you to know that you have to start with what you got. When we're dealing with publishing the books, or we're looking at people starting businesses, it's some amazing people that we're able to connect with. But I see that some of them have a Achilles heel of not moving forward with what they got. They miss out on opportunities because they're planning. They're blaming it on prayer. They're blaming it on their spouse. They're blaming it on their kids. They blame it on their weight on the economy. I don't have enough time. It's all these excuses, and the narrative that you're telling yourself is why you're not starting with what you have. I had a conversation just in the office today. We was looking at some of the things that we're doing with a CRM. It came down to it like, hey, I'm not here to overcomplicate things. Let's do what we know how to do. What do we know how to do? We know how to do this. Then let's do that. I don't need to spend time focusing on everything that we don't know, because before you knew how to do what you know how to do now, guess what? Before that time, you didn't know how to do that either. You weren't just born knowing how to do everything that you know how to do right now. So that is something that I'm seeing with so many people out here right now, that they're not moving forward. So COVID-19 came about, and now it cut out all the excuses of I didn't have enough time for something. And people still aren't moving forward on what they know they need to do. One of the things is it might be doing a book. It could be, well, I need to spend more time with my kids. Darren, my schedule was to the point where I wasn't able to spend as much time. If I had some time off from work, I would spend more time with my kids. If I had, time off, I would be able to spend time with my significant other or my spouse. But now you have time, and you still not spending time with them. So this is not a condemning message or whatnot. I just want you to understand the concept of starting with what you got, utilizing what you have. You don't have to have it all figured out. You start with what you have, and then you move to the next step, and then to the next step. It's micro wins or small wins. Do what you can do. Okay, you're saying, well, COVID-19 going on, and you might be looking for a job. Have you actually even submitted anything to anyone for a job? Or have you just told yourself, oh, nobody's hiring right now, so I might as well just lay back and wait to see how this thing is going to pan out? I'm just sharing with you today. Give yourself a chance. Give yourself an opportunity to be able to get out and see what can happen for you by throwing yourself and give yourself by getting in the ring, throwing your hat in the ring or whatnot. Move forward and do something with what you have. With some of these interviews that we had, we're able to have some amazing people on. But guess what? We reach out to them. We shared that we would love to have you be a part of the podcast. Now, if I would have just thought to myself, you know what? Nobody's doing a podcast right now. Nobody would want to be on the show right now. There's no sense of creating right now. If I had that stinking thinking, as my man Zig Ziglar once said back in the day, rest in peace, Zig, then I wouldn't have never reached out, or we wouldn't have had our team reach out to connect with influencers and those who are making a difference. So you have to ask yourself, what am I telling myself? Start with what you have and do something. I've brought up just in this short time that we've been on this live right now of the importance of, if it's with your family, do what you can do. Don't just get so caught up on what you can't afford, or or the time that you wish you had, or if you wish somebody would still be here or whatnot. You can't control that. Make sure that you control the controllables right now. And so when we talk about being a market leader, that's the things those are a few of the things that I've watched, whether it's been at conferences, whether individuals that I've studied, things that I've been able to do myself and implement in my life, is been able to see control the controllables. The people that I see that are limited, as John Maxwell talks about, the law of the lid. With every leader out there, you need to make sure that you understand the law of the lid, that your organization, nonprofit, church, whatever it is that you're a part of, or organization, will not go no further than the leader. If the leader is not willing to learn and lead and grow, then it's going to be a bottleneck. It's going to be a cap, and they won't allow for the team to grow as well. As my girl Shay Sparks talking about, yes, paralysis of analysis. Yeah, paralysis in analysis. That's right. It's so many things that you could be doing that you're not doing. I know products and services that people have dragged their feet and didn't get to the marketplace, and then somebody else beat them. Oh, okay. I know you know what I'm talking about. All of us, I think we've fallen victim to that before. Or we know somebody who said, guess what? I had that idea that I saw that they did on TV. Oh my goodness. We were talking the other night and I had that idea. Or you remember, Charles, it was you remember last year right about this time, I told you about this idea when we were out to eat. Look at what they got out right now. They have this available right now. Why didn't I come out with that idea? The reason being is because you kept finding all the reasons why that it wouldn't work. There's no sense of me writing a book right now because it's too many books out right now. That's what you start telling yourself. Well, I hear Darren sharing about being a market leader. Well, I don't have enough people that's going to be able to buy the book. So before I write the book, I need to make sure that I've done enough for people to buy the book if I did it, because there's no sense. Now, notice the lies that you keep telling yourself to justify why you haven't did what you know you are supposed to do. Now, somebody who didn't even have one follower wrote the book, and because of the book, people start following them because they had something interesting to say and they had a book that was out. They wanted them to be a part of their shows. They wanted to bring them on daytime TV. They wanted to find a way to be able to connect with that individual and find out about their ministry, or find out about their nonprofit, find out about their organization, or they were able to scale and advance in their career because they had a book and they were able to be an outlier. They separated themselves from other individuals in the same marketplace. So when I bring this to you today, I'm sharing with you how you have to stop thinking that you are being rational, but really it goes back to what Shay was sharing earlier of paralysis in analysis. Start with what you got. Use what you have. Maneuver and know that it can be done. Why not you? Say that with me. Why not you? Why can't it happen for everybody else? Why can't it happen for you? Why can't you be the person that creates something that could be beneficial to your community? Why can't you build a relationship or the bond with your children that you want to build? Why can't you have the church or the organization that's making that's having outreach, that's representing Christ the way that you want to? Why can't you create that tattoo shop or that building or whatever that you want to do? Why can't you have that mobile barber business that you know that would be beneficial? Why not you? That can edit podcasts or do video or whatever that unique thing that you do. It's some people that I know that's killing it right now, and they're killing it dealing with, say, for instance, they're using Uber Eats right now, killing it with Uber Eats. They're maneuvering, they're making adjustments right now. But have you caught yourself just saying, well, oh, it's no sense of me getting out there. I don't want to do that. We got platforms like this. People are on live right now. People are just looking at their phones 24/7. I got this phone right here. People are looking at their phones all day long. You can get on and share something that could be helpful. With all this negative energy, let's just take out business period out of it. If you don't like if you don't like what's being shared right now with the media, you could create your own group that you could talk to people. You could send voiceovers. You could send video. You could just text to share something positive. You can go and sift through some inspirational videos or whatnot through YouTube and send a link to everyone that's important to your life. You can do a prayer for someone. There are things that you can do. You can help somebody virtually with working out, so y'all can have an accountability and to make sure that you stay on track, so you don't leave out of COVID-19 with 19 more pounds added to your waistline. So these are some of the things that you want to look at that you could do to benefit not only just yourself, but those who are in your inner circle, those who you feel like that you hadn't had an opportunity to chat with in a while. Pick up the phone and call somebody. Stop finding reasons not to move forward and do the things that you know you need to do. So I hope you enjoyed that. To be a market leader, you must start with what you got. I'm using that good old Southern vernacular today. You must start with what you got. You got to use what you have. Stop finding a way. As my girl Shay says, paralysis and analysis. Paralysis of analysis, however you want to word it, however you want to use it, make sure you move forward with what you got. If you just can cook a little something, cook a little something. If you want to say, okay, I can't get outside, I might want to cook, do recipes with people online, let's do that. If you're into baking, let's do that. If it's, hey, let's connect with other parents who are looking at homeschooling for the first time, and we're in this together because we have children of our own and we know what that feel like. We know what that experience is about. You can create a community and connect with other people who are going through the same things and find a way to add value. But market leaders is not just for the corporate environment. It's not just for entrepreneurs. It's not just for business owners. It's not for influencers, not for IG or YouTube. It's for that stay-at-home mom. It's for that stay-at-home dad. It's for that grandmother who's, showing that grandparent love or whatnot, far as being there with the children, helping her children out who might not be in the best position to take care of their kids right now, that foster parent or whoever it may be. It might be that church. It might be that city or a county official who's dealing with some things. Thank God for those men and women that we have who are serving on the front lines as far as what we're dealing with COVID-19, who have families as well, who putting themselves into harm's way or whatnot by making sure that they are serving the greater good, not only for just your area, but the whole world, to be able to fight what we're facing right now, the unknown. So it's just so many of those out there who are market leaders who are making a difference. So don't limit this market leader information that we're sharing to one area or to a genre. Realize in all aspects of your life, you want to be a market leader. You want to share with your children, like, hey, we want you to be a market leader for us, a person that can be trusted, that can be an asset to society instead of a menace to society, that can allow for you to go, if education is your route or whatnot in college, to do that. If you want to just get into the workforce, to do that. If you need to get a trade, do that. Whatever it is that you're looking at doing, it's a mindset of productivity, operating with excellence, and also leveraging and utilizing what you have. We like to call it around here Southern ingenuity. You want to be able to use what you have, be creative, move forward, take the action, take the step. As the scripture would say, you have not because you ask not. Hey, until tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, I look forward to being with you again for Market Leader Live. Be blessed and be great.